Hello wrestling fans, let's take a look at the top 50 wrestling news stories of the day. Tickets for WWE Clash at the Castle will go on sale on Friday, May 20th, and the pre-sale for the event begins on Wednesday, May 18th. Ric Flair recently revealed that WWE once created a memorial video for him in case he died. The memorial video was created in the year 2017 when Ric spent an entire month in coma, and for 13 of those days he was on life support. He only had a 5% chance of survival back then. Drew McIntyre reveals that his dream opponent for WWE's upcoming UK pay-per-view Clash at the Castle would be Roman Reigns. WWE seems to be holding off the match between the two for this very event. While Drew McIntyre says that he would love to have a match against boxer Tyson Fury, at this time he would rather face Roman Reigns. Becky Lynch says that she is ready to go if Trish Stratus wants to fight her. AEW Superstar Adam Cole calls Pat McAfee athletically gifted and praises him for his WrestleMania 38 match. WWE once had plans to give The Undertaker a son until Triple H stepped in and asked Vince McMahon to forget about the idea. The character of Undertaker's son was supposed to be played by British wrestler Hayde Vanson. Raw superstar Omos has revealed that back in 2012, he was diagnosed with brain tumor. To make matters worse, during the surgical procedure to remove the tumor, doctors discovered that he also had a rare disease. The disease that Omos was suffering from is known as Cushing's disease. Apart from having a variation called acromegaly, which Andre the Giant had, he had the other two forms, which made it even more of a rarity. It was the first time in medical history that the three diseases were seen together in the same person. Omos says that it became sort of an anomaly in the medical world. He even had a journal published about his case. Batista reveals that Vince McMahon once fined him $100,000 for using a blade to make himself bleed mid-match. The match in question was a steel cage match between Batista and Chris Jericho. Batista claims that Vince also almost fired him for using the blade on a PG show. Batista's opponent in the match, Chris Jericho, was also fined a sum of $5,000. Vince also fined the road agent Dean Malenko and the referee Mike for the match, making an example out of everyone involved in the blade job. Alexa Bliss says that she is just waiting on the call from WWE to make her TV return. Alexa Bliss is currently listed as number 2 babyface on WWE's internal roster rankings for the women's division on the Raw brand behind Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. When Triple H left NXT and the show was rebranded as NXT 2.0, a meeting was held with the female talent to encourage them to dress sexier. The meeting was about 2 hours long and told the female wrestlers to look sexy and revealing like Mandy Rose. Ember Moon says that some of the wrestlers were very uncomfortable with the idea of wearing revealing outfits, but WWE did not care about how the person felt. Ember Moon says that she herself was not comfortable with the new direction and says that it was not what she had signed up for. The fashion consulting meeting happened last October, and WWE brought in fashion expert Melanie Pace to speak to the NXT talent. Aiden English says that if he were to ever go back to the WWE, he would not be returning as a wrestler. Former WWE personalities Bray Wyatt and JoJo Offerman are now officially engaged to be married. The couple welcomed their first child, Nash 6 Rotunda, in May 2019 and their second child, Harry 1 Rotunda, in May 2020. It is being said that Bray Wyatt has been asking a very high price to return to the squared circle, whether that circle belongs to AEW or WWE. Pittsburgh International Airport beefs up security after MJF poses with Franco Harris' statue. The AEW Superstar shared a photo of himself via Twitter, posing behind a statue of the legendary Pittsburgh Steelers running back Franco Harris when he arrived in Pittsburgh for past Wednesday's episode of AEW Dynamite. WWE Superstar MVP disrespects Hall of Famer The Great Khali on Twitter, calling him Not So Great Khali. The tweet from MVP came in response to the fans comparing Omos to Khali, which MVP did not appreciate. MVP says that the fans who compare Omos to Khali are idiots. MJF says that if Vince McMahon shells out the money that he wants, he will gladly join the WWE. NJPW Superstar Kazuchika Okada says that he isn't sure about his role at the upcoming Forbidden Door pay-per-view. However, he assumes that he will be a part of the event. WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley says that he might leave Twitter for good following Elon Musk's purchase of the social media platform. It is being reported that there is talk of bringing NXT 2.0 to Full Sail University very soon. WWE has not taped any NXT content from the arena at Full Sail since October of 2020. UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion Juliana Pena has called out former champion and current WWE Superstar Ronda Rousey to fight in the Octagon. The Viper, Randy Orton, says that he has plans to continue wrestling into his 50s. Currently, Randy Orton is 42 years old. Glenn Jacobs took to Twitter to share his incredible body transformation with the fans. He credits DDP Yoga for the same. Former WWE Superstar Nia Jax recently took to Twitter to call out perverted WWE higher-up executives for objectifying women. Former AEW Women's Champion Riho is expected to be returning to the ring very soon. Riho has been out of action due to an injury that took place in a women's title match against Britt Baker back in January of this year. Now tonight's WWE Raw will be taking place from Greensboro Coliseum in North Carolina. No matches have been announced for tonight, but the Bloodline will be appearing to take over the Red brand on tonight's show. Also appearing tonight will be Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Ezekiel, Asuka, Becky Lynch, and more. These were your top 50 wrestling news stories of the day, May 2nd. We'll be back tomorrow for another episode of Top 50 Wrestling News. You're watching Wrestling News, and make sure to hit the subscribe button to start a relationship with wrestling news here on YouTube. Thank you.